Alright, I just restarted the stream. Hopefully you guys can hear me. We got my mic on again still, yes. So please reassure me that you can now see me again. Soon, I hope. So yeah, give me a heads up here if you're watching. Oh, the buffer is still there. Dang. Alright, yay! Bones Jones the Great says they see me. So, okay. I'm glad that some people are still able to watch this. Sorry about that. Stopping and starting. I hope there aren't persistent issues. But... I don't know what else to do. Unfortunately, Jared, my tech support, is currently streaming, so... Dusk Driver says, "Hi Heidi, congrats on the official costume person job." Thank you. I appreciate getting an official costume person job, and I am very happy about it. Alright, thank you everybody for restarting and for weighing in. I really hope that the quality issues do not persist, but I'm doing what I can over here. Thank you for communicating them to me, so that I can make it better if possible. Alright. Alright, and there goes the other little unnecessary tongue piece. I'm just gonna pull out the extra threads here. So that bodes well for the rest of this shoe, because after this, I'm turning my attention to these side panels here. So there is a design on this side panel that is kind of like a lightning bolt kind of look. I want to take this off so that I can put another piece that's smooth and then not have much of bumpy seam lines. So that's what I'm going to do next. Dusk Driver's asking how it's coming along. I think it's coming along pretty well. I've got pieces outside that are going to become the textured areas on these toes. So those are curing with the plasti dip that I just used for them. And I have the squid head largely finished. It does need a little bit of additional work. There's stuffing inside the shoe. Oh, I can tell you where these are. These are Angelina by D Blossom Collection, in case you were looking for similar shoes. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start my experiment on the interior just in case. Just in case I have anything weird. I'm taking an X-Acto knife to this piece to kind of get the edge started by slicing it. Alright, everybody wish me the best. Sorry about stream quality, guys. I hope that this is a temporary thing that has to do with the net neutrality issues or with, I don't know, whatever issues happening. I hope that this is not a result of, you know, my internet getting overloaded, because I don't know what else that I can do about that. And I haven't had that problem that I've known about in previous streams, so. Alright, it looks like there is some glue under here, but it's not, it seems to be peeling up alright. And I can just totally take this off. Nice. It's looking smooth under here. That's really good. That's what I wanted. Alright, cool. There is like some visible markings under here, but it doesn't matter because it's all getting painted, so I'm very happy with this. And I can stop using my X-Acto knife and use a proper seam ripper. I do not recommend doing that. I just heard Jared say Link fan upstairs, so shout out to Link fan, literally, who's apparently still straddling the chats. Unless he's abandoned our chat because it's not going smoothly. Sorry about the Twitch issues. Twitch issues. Tissues. Seam ripping is very soothing. I mean, you have to be in the mood to do it, honestly, because sometimes if you sew something, especially if it was something important or like a long seam, and then you find out that you need to seam rip it, that's extremely frustrating. That moment of being like, oh gosh, I've got to redo this. That is not fun. But if you're in the mood to be seam ripping, it's pretty satisfying to like do. Okay, cool. So there's one of the little lightning bolts. That was not nearly as annoying as I feared it might be. So I'm going to go ahead and take the other ones off too. And the purpose of that is just so that we have a smoother working surface to create a piece that fits over the shoe snugly. So. It's not quite a full shoe cover, but it is covering an area of the shoe. Oh, Link fan donated $400. Dang. Well, hope that wasn't a typo. That was to Jared, by the way, not to me. That's okay. I mean, it is. We're married, so everything we own belongs to each other. Evil Crash donated $4.20, oh, my favorite amount, saying, "Tech issues aside, I hope you're doing well, girlfriend." Thank you, Evil Crash. I appreciate that. I am doing well. I'm happy with this costume progress. I'm happy with how everything is looking and coming along. Too late. You guys did not let it be a surprise. There they are. The Jared raid emotes. I can't talk. Hey Jared. Hey Jared viewers. Welcome to my stream where I am making some shoes look like squid shoes. KFN Napa. Thank you for following. Oh, I've got all kinds of followers. Well, Yamucha, Flamebird, Amy Boomerang, the other Holly, some guy named Justin. Thank you guys all for following. Everybody, quick hide. Hustime says, "I have no idea who you are, but raid. I am married to the guy who you were just watching." And there he is.
I'm raiding you.
Jared is raiding me.
Raid.
Hi, Jared.
I got you.
You got me. Here I am. I'm
Raid.
just stuck. I'm just stuck. Hi, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm tired.
How was your stream? I heard the Link fan dramatically donated $400.
Yeah, he sure did.
Why would he do something like that?
He's a good dude.
Thanks, Link fan. Oh, there he is. This is long time no see. Thank you all for the raid. You're so kind. I can't read everyone's names. I'm sorry. This is not physically possible for me right now.
That was a lot all at once. I'm sorry.
But there's a bunch, so I mean, thanks. I'm happy about that. Thank you all individually. I want you to know that I appreciate you individually on an individual basis.
Oh,
you're all welcome here. Yeah, check them out.
Oh, these are good.
I know. Look, check out how much it looks like the reference image right there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Perfect. So this one, yeah, the reason why I have two here is because I wasn't sure, when you order it online, you never know exactly how it's going to look when you get it. So these were the two closest ones, and I was sure that one of them would be useful, if not for painting it outright. I could mix them together. But I'm liking this one so much, I'm just going to use it outright and not need to use that one.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you. That's what's going on here. And then I have foam pieces that are outside that I need to go back out in about 10 minutes and get my foam pieces that are prepared. So this is going to be like a texturized toe of the shoe to make it look like that one. It's got like raised areas. Okay. Oh my gosh, my entire my notifications are just ruined. Why would you do this to me?
I love you.
I love you. Thank you. Are you done for the night?
Yeah.
What are you gonna be up to?
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, I'm working on this all night. Bye. Jellyfish says that she hopes all of these people become breakfast friends too. I hope so too. We were here talking about how we all love breakfast foods so much. It's my favorite food group is breakfast foods. You know, from the food pyramid, the breakfast ones are my favorite. I just want to eat breakfast all the time for every meal. Right now I'm just like pulling thread out. Well, I keep hearing notifications and I know that people are following, and thank you all for doing that. Hustime says, your husband just lost some viewers by uncovering my channel. Well, good, I guess. Raid complete, the princess was captured. Thank you all. Oh, Creephius just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Creephius. I will give a shout out to the subs because, you know, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you all to the followers as well. You are fantastic, and I appreciate you all still. Me and my home slice are the cutest. I agree. I think he's a very cute person. Thank you all for following. Thank you guys for rating my stream in a pleasant manner. Do I have a particularly perfect or preferred breakfast meal is the question. I like breakfast that hits all of the major food groups. So usually if I'm at a diner, I will either get something that's like pancakes, eggs, and bacon. Bacon is my preferred sausage meat. Or I will get something like biscuits and gravy that has the biscuit bread plus gravy plus the sausage in it. Those are my two go-to breakfast foods, I would say. Yeah. That's the first thing I look for on any menu that's like a place that serves breakfast. Yeah, the followers just don't stop. Thank you all for following. It is technically morning on the East Coast, so you guys could already be enjoying your breakfast already. Anyway, this is welcome to my crafting stream. If you've never been to one of my cosplay crafting streams, this is where I'm making costumes. And this part is probably not too exciting where I'm just ripping some parts off of a shoe, but I can show you guys else what we've been working on. I am going to be painting these shoes to make them match this like turquoisey, it's like baby turquoise or baby teal. I don't know what else you would describe that. It's pastel. that color. I'm gonna be painting it in a little bit, I think. Creefiest just subscribed. There's the notification. Okay, it finally got there. See, I could see it already, and now it's just now visible for everyone else. Lucklight, thank you, 100 bits, says, I'm glad I got to catch your stream in person and not just vicariously through Jared. Me too, thank you. Whalefax has subscribed with Prime. I think I just gave you away too. I should have waited for that notification, but it's gonna be a couple minutes, I guess. Kitten is asking, what am I going to make the arrow on the side of the shoe out of? That is going to be an applique, so I'll talk through that a little bit. What I'm doing right now is, for those of you who have just joined us, I am ripping off some extra pieces that are on the side of the shoe, and the reason why is because I just want this to be, like, smooth. And I'll illustrate in a moment what I'm getting at. There we go. There's that. Okay, so this is just an extra piece that was attached to the shoe that I don't want, that isn't doing anything for me. So I had to pull these threads out too. But basically I wanted this side of the shoe to be smoother, and then I'm going to mark and pattern out a new piece of either vinyl or leather that is going to cover this entire section and around the other side. It'll probably have a seam in the back, and the entire side, so that this will be covered by one continuous piece that's been sewn together. And so it's going to be like a shoe cover, but it's only covering this portion, and then that will have the arrows and additional details pre-sewn onto it, so that I can just prepare it and then put it on, mount it, and then it'll be done. So, unfortunately, a lot of this isn't like readily visible yet. So you're just gonna have to trust me that I have a plan for these. I know what we're doing with them, and they're gonna look great when I'm done. There it is, Whalefax. Thank you so much for subscribing, Whalefax. I always enjoy seeing you here in the chat and hearing your whale facts. Flint is asking, how much has this portion of the cost been so far? Are you talking about, like, monetarily how much money I've spent on this, or how much time I've done, or how much work I have done? If you can clarify your question, I will answer it. But those are all very different answers. Thank you all for the follows, the just continuous follows. How many viewers did Jared have when he sent them to me? It was quite a bit. Alright, so there's one shoe ready. It's 911, so... Oh, he had 800 or 900? Well, that'll do it. Flint is asking, or responding to my question about their question. Flint says time and money. How much time and money have I spent on this? It has not been that expensive in terms of materials yet. We'll see what casting supplies come to, because that's where all the money is going to go. I got most of my base clothes and materials for about $100, which for my costumes is very, very cheap. I mean, other people probably can make things cheaper, but I'm way too detail oriented. Oh no, I guess my like Twitch alerts just can't handle this. Like, you guys broke my Twitch alerts. Or no, I guess it is still going. So I guess the luck light cheer, is that still just like stuck on the screen? I think that the follow notifications have finally slowed down. We're caught up. So that one, it's no longer updating because there aren't new notifications, but there is just this stuck on the screen So I guess it froze. Oh well. Thank you guys for breaking my stream. Jared broke my stream. I got too many followers. That's pretty crazy, but I appreciate you all. Isverbeth has followed. Red turquoise. Red turquoise. Oh, it's just like spelled weird. Thank you guys for following. Oh, that's weird. It's like a chunk of material here that's not supposed to be. My stuff froze. You broke my stream.
Sorry I broke your shit. I think... Just kind of resetting it. Nope.
Oh, there
Wait,
it goes!
it might be better now.
It might be better now.
Quick, somebody follow, donate, or subscribe to see if it works. I think it's there.
Thanks, Jared. That was so sly of you. They're never gonna catch on to the suggestion.
That should be good,
Yeah? Cool.
I think.
Well, thank you. Are you watching me?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jared.
Well, okay, the new files are showing up in the events up at the top. Oh wait, there go bits again.
Okay.
Please don't break it again.
It's just finally doing the bit dance, or whatever. The animation.
And, nope, at the end of the bits it freezes up.
Oh,
You totally did. You froze it up again.
Lucklight says, can I freeze it again? LOL. Ezrabeth says that they're excited to find the stream. That makes me happy. I do a lot of creative streams, and I'm going to continue streaming more and more this week because I've got a big project that I'm in the middle of, as you can see. Did you make it better or worse?
I don't know. For the most part, I think all your new followers are just going to show up on the event list at the top. I don't know if the actual alert animations are going to show up anymore since this is all busted.
This is borked. Did you bork my stream?
It worked.
Thank you, Jared. Tortuous Goddess has followed. Flint has followed. Thank you. Lucklight is posing while borking my stream. Just kidding, I appreciate you and your bits, so thank you. Oh, Creepy has donated $5, thank you. And Anna has cheered 300 bits. You guys are great, thank you so much. Test, test, check, check. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so now I've got this started again. We can peel this one up. What do bits do exactly? Bits is just like a Twitch's own currency system. So it is a donation, but you don't have to, I don't think you have to do like a money transfer for bits. I think that you can earn bits by like watching ads and stuff like that. So that's just Twitch's own internal like currency. That's what it is. Oh, and the bits look like they are frozen again though, so, you know, whatever. Thanks, Anna! Oh, Beaufort Hammersham donated $5. That's a name. Thank you, thank you. Testing, testing. You guys are great. You don't have to keep donating for testing purposes unless you want to, of course. Oh, Chansey Kong is reminding me that it's time for me to go and put another coat of Plasti Dip on the stuff that I was spraying outside. So thank you very much, Chansey Kong, for the reminder. I'm gonna really quickly just finish this up, especially because we just got raided, and since I know people are here that probably won't stick around for too much longer, which I understand. So let me finish up this one part, and then I'll go back outside. But I appreciate the reminder, Chansey Kong. Twitch alerts, you can do it! You can do it! Alright, I don't know about that. We'll see. Lucklight donated $5 saying, this should cover the maintenance fee. Thank you all for the donations and the tips. I really appreciate that. hopefully our Twitch alerts will allow them to become public here, but at the very least I see them and I recognize you and I will read your name out loud and I appreciate that. Alright, Avi, thanks for stopping by the stream. Have a good night. Can't believe my stream broke. Linkfan says that if he donates any more, his bank will cancel his card again. Well, that sounds like a hard limit. Thank you, Linkfan, for your generosity. You are too kind. Luis is here saying, hi Heidi, how are you? I am doing really well. Today has been wonderful. It's been exceptionally wonderful, actually, for me. But I am, you know, staying busy with this project. Got our squid shoes coming together. Hopefully they will not be white for too much longer. They will very shortly be turquoise, which is going to be exciting to see that. Not turquoise, but you know, that color. The teal color is what the color they're going to be. So I'm just using my X-Acto knife to really carefully scrape off some extra, I think this is like glue residue. I don't know what they used. It might be some kind of basting tape because it kind of has that feel to it. Just some crap that was under there. I'm just lightly scraping off. Yeah. And then I will be taking another very brief 1 or 2 minute break. The stream will not stop. The stream will continue. I'm just going to step outside so that I can put another coat of Plasti Dip on that stuff. Chocolate Chocobo, thank you for following. So yeah, that's coming up in just a moment after I finish peeling out these stubborn threads. Alright, there we go. And so we only have one more side of that to do on the interior over here, but I'm gonna wait until after I run out and spray my little Plasti Dip pieces, which is something we did earlier in the stream for those of you guys who don't know what I'm referencing. Basically, I'm gonna walk out to my garage, use a spray can of Plasti Dip to put another coat on some items that I have out there, and then I'll be right back inside. So, Flint says they're retiring for the night. It's almost 12:30 a.m. here, so stay fresh. Stay fresh with you as well. Yes, this is the remix of the Overworld theme from Bravely Default. It's my favorite song on this playlist. Dusk Driver is also heading out. Thank you so much, Dusk Driver, for the kind words. We'll see you next time, I hope. Alright, I'm going to switch over to our BRB sign, and I'll be gone for like 2 minutes, and then I'll be right back. So sit tight. Thank you guys so much for your patience, and I just want to take a moment to make sure that's still moving along. Alright, BRB. I turned my mic back on. Whalefax is not feeling well. Is that what I read? We check up on my chat comments. People have been leaving. Jared's also gifting money to his friends on stream. That makes me happy. So Jared just got a large donation from LinkFan here in the chat, and he's paying it forward somewhat to some of his friends, which, that's so great. Everybody is just hanging out, talking about how they all need to be in bed. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better soon, Whalefax. Alright. Benjamin Siv, do you just say I'm black every time I say I'm back? Because that's pretty funny. But thank you for sharing. Well, half. Alright, half. We'll let it slide, you know what, for the sake of your saying. Bob the Samurai said it's only 9:30 over here in Hell. Well, where's Hell? Because I'm on the West Coast and it's also 9:30 over here. Lucklight, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the bits that broke my stream. If you're heading out, then have a good night. I'm gonna continue this probably for a while tonight until I just get tired entirely of doing anything. I do have a lot of work to do still, so I'm gonna get as much done as I possibly can. We'll see where my stopping point ends up being, but it's already about 9:30, so it's been about 2 hours of streaming so far. I had a little bit of a hiccup, so I had to stop the stream and restart it. But it's been about 2 hours of consistent stream time overall. Oh, I'm so ready to be done with these stupid little lightning bolt zigzag things. Almost there. Oh. Bones Jones the Great is heading out. Have a good night, Bones Jones. Blaze Capper is asking me what kind of paint I'm going to use for the shoes. I will show you. This is Angelus leather paint. Well, it's called leather paint. It can also be used on vinyl or faux leather, which is what this stuff is. Pleather, whatever, anything similar to that. It can also just be used on any sort of flexible surface, which is why it's so great for shoes, because shoes need to flex quite a bit when you're walking. And if you've ever had to paint shoes with cosplay and used a different kind of paint, there's a number of disadvantages associated with that, including the fact that generally if you're using like an acrylic paint or something, it'll crack and start breaking apart. Because of the flexibility of the shoe, because the shoe is flexing and the paint is not going with it. And so using Angelus will avoid that, and hopefully everything will go on really smoothly and not require any extra work. But Angelus is really, really amazing for shoes in particular, whether it's vinyl or real leather. It works the same, and it works super well. Alright, So there is that. I just took the extra pieces off the side, so now we have a smoother surface. I guess the next things I can do, there's a couple things I can do. I need to be mindful of the time so I can go back out and get my other pieces later. But what I can do right now is start making my pattern for this whole piece. And I'm gonna do it with tape again. Oh, I already have some tape out. Remember that? Remember when I cut too much tape earlier? I do. This music is DJ Cutman, who is a wonderful video game DJ and friend. For those of you who are commenting on the lovely chill tunes that we are jamming to tonight. It's hot in Wisconsin? Sounds fake. Everyone's talking about their weather. LinkFan is asking me how I am. Thank you, LinkFan. That's very kind of you. I'm doing really well. I had a great day today. Cutting that down. I honestly should probably put a backing on this, but I'm not going to. We're just going to do multiple layers of tape. It'll be fine. Wisconsin is gross right now? I'm so sorry, all of you Wisconsinites. Guess I was there this time last year and it was beautiful. So I'm just trimming this off, actually just using my X-Acto knife. It's probably not the best way to do that, but it's what I'm doing. It's efficient. Alright, cool. So what I'm going to be doing is continuing to layer tape across the shoe, and we're just going to use that to like pull the pattern of what this is supposed to be. Merc load, lurk mode. I've just noticed the other hollies are like white text. It's incredible that that's even an option. Everyone's talking about Wisconsin now. I mean, yeah, shout out to the Wisconsinites. You know I love me some Wisconsinites. But I guess I'm just a little surprised that we have such a large representation from Wisconsin here in the chat tonight. So now I'm just laying another piece of tape down kind of over all the other ones that I've got here. I'm hoping that I can easily peel this up in one piece. AXM is asking why their name is on the screen. That's because you followed me recently. Thank you for the follow. And you were the most recent follow as of right this moment. Blaze Capper, thank you for following. Yes, and we're patterning together as we chat. I'm good at this? Well, I appreciate that. I hope you're talking to me, AXM, I guess. I don't feel like I've done anything particularly impressive this stream, but I certainly have a goal here that I think will work out really well. This is such a good song. Beaufort Hammersham, I'm sorry. That is Nightbot, who is very aggressive about the overuse of capital letters and or excessive symbols. That's right, and Nightbot does make all the mods' jobs easier. For better or worse, Nightbot is here to stay. Deathlina, I think is the name, is asking, do I stream all the costume process or just the highlights and the rest off screen? It kind of varies. For some projects, I stream every part of it, and for some, like this one, it's mostly highlights. I'm planning on doing more of like the shoes and like the small accessories. I'd like to do those on stream if I can. I was working on my squid head on stream, but I also did lots of that off stream because it needed a little bit more concentration. So I do both. It just depends on the needs of my particular project. And right now, this one is not going to be 100% streamed, but it is going to be largely streamed. And yes, piece is going to cover like all of this lower portion. Basically only the rubber heel will be visible outside. Bouncy Creeper is asking, Heidi, how useful do you think a 3D printer would be in terms of cosplay? I think it would be incredibly useful, depending on the person. So I don't have any real experience doing 3D modeling, and for that reason, it is more worth my time to commission any 3D modeled pieces that I need from other people that I know who specialize in that. Because I know a number of people who do that kind of thing and are able to do it on commission. Like if I were to approach them and say, hey, can you help me make this thing and to print it for me, and but specifically to model it for me. That's something that I don't have the ability to do. So with that in mind, I have not sought, I haven't been shopping around for 3D printers. There's other things I'd rather add to my shop first. But I do think that 3D printers are wonderful tools, and depending on what your skills and intentions are, potentially a very wonderful addition to your workshop. So yeah, for me personally, not a priority, but something that I would like to eventually have, I guess. But for other people, potentially a much bigger help, depending on what you're up to, what you're doing. Space Guy Lewis is here. Thanks for joining us. "3D printer or Star Trek replicator?" Man, if it worked like a Star Trek replicator, then I would definitely need one. But it doesn't. There's a lot of work involved with modeling whatever the thing is. It's basically digitally sculpting it. The Gust Bag, thank you for following. So you have to sculpt it digitally. You have to prepare the files through a variety of like technical processes to make sure that everything is like airtight and everything fits together. I mean, I'm not an expert. I've heard my friends talking about this. So yeah, in various ways you need to attend to your prints. There's a lot of cleanup work that goes into a finished print because it comes off the printer, and it, depending on the style of printer and the type of the printer, the way that it works. But for most part, the majority of them are going to have ridges in the way that it's printed of like the various lines of material that are laid out in a certain order. And so for that, there's a lot of cleanup work involved. So it's not like you just print something and then it comes out of the machine and it's perfect and it's done and oh, you didn't have to work hard on your costume. That's not how it works. Everybody, all the cosplayers who are using 3D printers to like enhance their work, those are not just automatic tools that do the job for you. There's a lot of cleanup and finish work that goes into taking a final print and then making it into something that's usable on the costume. So for that reason, I definitely advocate, like, you know, that there's artistry there. There's a lot of artistry on every level of that. And I think that some people have the wrong impression that it is somehow a shortcut or that it's unfair or that it's not, I don't know, doesn't require the same amount of skill, because it does. It just requires different skills. Maker Geek says they almost got a Brother SE400 sewing machine on Prime Day, but the finance committee vetoed it. I wonder if, just by finance committee, is that referring to your significant other? But that's pretty cool. I like the machine. That's the one I'm using. It's been pretty awesome for me. E3 streams. Oh, no kidding. Kitten is a wonderful mod. Kitten is doing the Lord's work. Okay, there's a little bit of bumps, a little bit of wrinkling on this piece, but it'll be fine. I'm gonna continue to layer it, so there will be multiple pieces there that are reinforcing it, and that's what really matters. Welcome back, Ferocious Intentions. Thank you. Bouncy Creeper is making some commentary on 3D printing for those of you who might be less familiar with the processes. Just to give some background there. So thank you, Bouncy Creeper, for the input. Alright. So there's like a couple last small patches to cover. Should be done soon. What time are we at? Okay, it's like 9:50. It's about time for me to go check on those things again. Those things being my little foamy pieces that are outside. I don't want to forget about them. I do need to revisit that at least a little bit to make sure that they're coming along as I like. Hello, Rose Whiplash. Glad you can make it. Is this an AOT shirt that you see? Yes, it is. It's a Survey Corps little hoodie, and I like it because it's short sleeves and comfortable to wear. Because I really like the style of the hoodies, but I live in Southern California, and it's usually hot, at least at this time of year. So this is the more comfortable, it's like kind of like a t-shirt, but kind of like a hoodie. Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, Kitten says that she just got a job. They might be missing streams now, but finally got a job. It's overnight, so she'll be sleeping later in the days. Kitten, congratulations. That is awesome. Don't worry about the streams. Obviously, we appreciate you being here and having you in everything you do for us, but take care of yourself, take care of your job, and enjoy yourself, and congratulations. You're not too tough. You're definitely doing it right. So thank you so much. Hey, Homeskill Sam also got a job too. That is awesome. Congratulations to all of our recently employed or re-employed or whatever chat members here. And yes, you should be. Excited, that is. Sorry, that probably didn't make any sense. Okay, cool. So this is now completely coated in tape, at least over the section that I needed. I'm going to do a little bit more to this piece before I take it off, which is going to include drawing seam lines and drawing the arrow that's on the side of that shoe. But before I do that, I'm going to run back outside and check on my pieces and see if they need another coat or what the deal is with them or whether or not I will be bringing them inside. So I'm going to go find that out. Once again, I'm going to switch over to that Be Right Back screen. It should only take a few minutes, so I'd appreciate if you stick around, and I will talk to you all very soon again. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. Thanks for your patience. Just checked on my little pieces outside, and everything seems really good with that. Potentially one more coat. We'll see. Alright, cool. So, picking back up on this shoe thing, I am going to open my reference image again, and oh, that's kind of nice. It shows you the back / side. I need to figure out how to draw the side of this shoe and not drive myself crazy. Here's a better reference image. I have like several reference images that show it, but I need to find the best one. Okay, sweet. So there's this large arrow on the side of the shoe. And the piece actually goes up. I'm actually going to put some tape over this section. It's not going to be completely smooth because it's not, this is a ridged, not rigid, ridged area. There's like these bumps. This part of the applique is going to continue up over this area. So at the very least, I need something here to kind of create that space. Kiki, thank you for following. Link fan says, I don't know how many Final Fantasy games you've played, but what is your favorite? My favorite is 9, and I have played quite a few Final Fantasy games. I have played 6 through 12 to completion, except for 8. I didn't finish 8. 8 wasn't very good. Everything else I liked for the most part. My favorites are 9, 6. I did like 7. Oh, I guess technically I didn't play Final Fantasy 11. That one is the online game. But the other, like, the main series entries, I did play quite a few of those. What did I miss here? Rose LaFlash says, thank you for choosing the correct and best color for the shoes. I agree, it's my favorite color, in case you can't tell by the fact that I painted my whole room this teal color. Willfax says, how about lumpy? I'm assuming you're talking about this section here, that it's lumpy. Oh no, are we now gonna have which Final Fantasy is the best discourse? Because I don't want to be a part of this. 6 and 9 are good options, though. I will say that. Both 6 and 9, I feel like, are very strong contenders for that title. And I don't think that it has to only be one. There can be more than one, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Huh, I'm wondering if I should just... Nah. I'm gonna keep it at the seam line. Sorry guys, I'm talking to myself out loud a little bit. So right now I'm just kind of sketching out the general placement for where this arrow is gonna go. Where do I want that to actually be angled though? Okay, so I'm just eyeballing this shape and placement. So forgive me for concentrating on this for a moment. It's a little too fat, I think. What was that? Let's see. Agent KTV, thank you for following. I missed some of our conversation over here. Everyone's still talking about Final Fantasy. Alright. I'm getting yawny. I have been using my coffee though to try to stay awake. So I'm just sketching out the general shape. There is like a little logo back here that I didn't see before, so I have to make sure I get that one prepared. But I'm gonna make sure everything is in the correct general positioning and scaling. This arrow looks slightly too large. I don't want it to be overwhelming. Alright, coming back over here. Oh, Lord Crom is heading out. Thanks for joining us today, Lord Crom. AXM is running low of Cheetos and can't survive the rest of the stream. I'm sorry. Rolly Meister is also heading out, saying that it's 1 a.m. and my place and my bed is calling me. Well, thank you for coming. Sorry that I streamed until 1 a.m. in your time zone, but, you know, it happens. But I appreciate you being here in the time that you had. So thank you to everybody who's heading out. I know it's late, but thank you guys for being here at all. Alright, I'm gonna search for another reference image because turning my head upside down is only so helpful. I need to find a picture of the back of the shoe. I should have some. We'll just see if I have any that are actually already saved. Oh, yep, there it is. Boom, I found one. So it's like a jellyfish looking... jellyfish shape. It's like 3 different little guys coming up the bottom. Little guy, technical term. Term I use for everything. Okay. And because this is not perfectly symmetrical as a shoe, I do need to draw the other side, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna try to mirror it if I can, at least the applique portion, because I think that will be fine. There should be the same amount, or a similar amount of room on both sides. So, okay, with that in mind, I'm not going to actively right now draw the other half, because this is taking my concentration and I'm not very interactive while I'm drawing. Because I'm trying so hard, you guys. Just kind of checking out the angles of the lines and the way that they meet. And making sure that I'm satisfied with how mine replicates that shape. For better or worse. Okay. Coming back to the chat. Alright, now that is most of the information that you need. I'm going to go back to my other reference image again and make sure that I've got the rest of it. think that arrow looks pretty decent. I'm kind of comparing it to the ones on the side here. I know this is the inside of the shoe, not the outside, but trying to hold this up, I'm like covering my screen. I can't see myself. I can't see what you guys are saying. Yeah, this isn't exactly the same angle because we're looking at the interior of the shoe, not the exterior, but I think that's similarly sized and placed to the other one, at least working within the space that we have on the shoe. So that's where we're at right now. Thank you for the compliment, Madeline, on the shoes. Lavender and Steel is asking, how am I doing? I'm doing great. Today's been great. I'm in a great mood. Will it be painting time soon? I'm going to prioritize getting all of my like decisions made and my planning, and then not do any painting until I'm satisfied that all the pieces fit together. Or that's the general idea anyway. So most likely we will not be painting on this stream. Marking out some stuff. I'm gonna refine that later. Okay. And let me also grab some larger paper, not scrap paper, so that I can peel this off and stick it down. Oh, Bouncy Creeper is heading out. Thanks for joining us, Bouncy Creeper. Have a great night. Okay, I'm gonna run and grab some paper. It's just off camera over here. I'm not going anywhere though. Oh no, I used up my roll of paper. I lied. I have more. Ugh, fuck. Sorry to alarm anyone, that noise was me discovering another spider web in my closet. This house is like a den of spiders, I swear to God. This is not anything I've ever experienced in any other, living in any other part of the country or in any other house that I've been in. There's just tons and tons of spiders here. It's like no matter what I do, I'm gonna wake up and find a spider web, a fresh spider web on something new every morning, despite the fact that all of this stuff is being used during the day. Just can't stop for 1 minute. Oh, and there's, I just found my roll of paper that I was looking for. Okay. Alright, so I'm trying to peel this up, hopefully without folding it over on itself. Ah! Some of the pieces want to separate. Pug Llama is here. Hi! Pug Llama says it's my second Heidi stream, although I joined at the end last time. Well, I'm glad you're here today. We're making shoes from Splatoon. Oh, now everyone's talking about spiders. Guys, I love you, but let's not. Let's not do that today. I mean, it's fine. You can talk about whatever you want to. Obviously, I talked about spiders to be bringing it up, but I just don't want to compare spider stories with everyone tonight. I mean, I'm sure you all have some good ones. Trying to make sure that all of the pieces come up together at the same time. Bring back the pancake discussion. I agree. Or a pie discussion. That would be good. Supreme Burritos is your first Heidi stream. Well, thank you for being here. Okay, so now I am gonna cut right along this like back seam that I marked out, which is just a straight vertical line directly up the heel. Oh, I need to make sure this part is marked too as the interior of the shoe. And this would definitely be best done with a dart. Although I'm wondering if I can get away with that without not. I'm gonna try something. And try something involves cutting along these lines. So I'm trying to release this curve a little bit by treating the arrow as a separate piece, because it is. It's an applique that's going to go over the top, and the rest of this piece is going to be kind of stitched together. Oh, and you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just cut this part away, and then I can mirror it. Okay, so that's pretty reasonably flat. It technically could probably do with a dart, but it's not going to get one. I'm going to use something that's lightly stretchy to make sure that it is able to curve around there where it needs to. But it should be fine as is. Alright, and it is pulling up the paper a little bit because of that distortion, but it'll be fine. Don't worry. I'm filling in the gap of where the extra material is that I cut out. And I'm going to label this interior. So this will require a little bit of cleanup. Probably this part will happen off stream just because otherwise it would be a lot of me talking out loud to myself and not reading the chat like I'm doing exactly right now. I know this is kind of boring to hear me just like make decisions in my brain and then say them through my mouth, but it's an important part of figuring out my plan, so you know. And then this piece will get mirrored exactly to be on the other side, and then this can all be peeled off together as well. Alright, checking back here in our chat. Oh good, we're back on breakfast discourse. Oh, that's such a relief. Thank you guys. So accommodating, always so accommodating, my change of topics. Changes of topic, whatever. There we go. There's the other side. This is the exterior of the shoe. Alright, so there's that rest of that pesky portion. Okay, once again, this is peeling up on the side, but it's not going to be much of an issue. Or I'm going to mitigate it, hopefully, a little bit. Like that. Maybe I should give it a dart. Just slice it once to loosen that up. There we go. That's better, for sure. Alright. I'm gonna investigate what I can do to ease that other one open again. So it'll have a dart. This is the exterior portion. So among other things, I need to copy, I need to make a mirror image of this half, copy this arrow onto a piece that I can mirror onto this side, and then make sure that this gets a dart on it as well. I wonder if I can peel it up successfully or not. Oh yeah, that totally works. It does make a pretty, somewhat significant difference in the shape. Alright, there's my boring explanations of that. All done. Oh hey, Anna's here! Hi! Sorry, I was focusing on my stuff. Hello, Anna. Space Guy Lewis is contemplating why there are no finger gun emojis, and I agree with that. Thank you, Travelsome, for the link to Anna's channel. You guys can click that link and go check out Anna. She's wonderful. She was here on my stream at one point. We did some leather work together. So, and also we're talking about breakfast foods and our love for waffles, so that's kind of almost relevant, right? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside because this is just pattern work that I'm gonna have to clean up a little bit later. It's kind of boring and honestly not super visible on the screen, but hey, when I hold it up, you can see what I'm doing. So that's that. Thank you for the compliment on the shoes. I'm like... It looks like I haven't done very much tonight, but I really have. I'm working on a pattern piece that's going to cover this portion, and that'll include the arrow design, all of that. It'll be one part that just kind of goes on there. And other than that, this is pretty much ready to get painted soon. I want to make sure that all of the details are ready, but this is ready. I'm going to put some contact cement here, and that's again hard to see. In the light, but there's some markings for where some foam pieces are going to be glued onto this with contact cement to create the ridges of that. I guess I could mix some of my paint, but I have to make sure that I have a container to put it in, but I think that I do. I'll have to do that off. I'll have to go get a container probably, but I have some cups here that I can mix paint in. So I decided that this is just going to be the base color of my shoe. It's really accurate, really close to what's on display over here. And I'm going to shake these up, but I need to add white to create a similar tint that's a little bit lighter, and then that one will be used on the toe of the shoe, and the tongue I think is all one. Oh, Anna says that she's been staring at her unfinished bracers. Well, I wish that, I think that you're in LA soon, or that you will be, or something like that. I wish that I were available right now to keep working on them, but you know, San Diego Comic-Con calls. But hopefully, very soon you can come back and we can wrap those up together because it was really fun working with you on that project. Lavender Steel is saying, are you going to emphasize the way the toe turns up? No, that's just the pose of the amiibo. I don't interpret that as part of the shoe because the other photos don't particularly have that shape. So people asking what type of type of paint this is. This is still Angelus leather paint. It's called leather paint, but it can be used on vinyl, leather, etc. But it's a flexible paint that is particularly useful for painting shoes because it flexes, which you need if you're painting shoes. Thank you so much, Anna, for keeping up on my progress. I appreciate you being so supportive. All my friends are coming through for me on this project and like lending me their expertise and help, and it's just like so heartwarming because this is obviously really important to me. This is my first big job doing this kind of thing for any kind of like well-established company, and so you know, I'm excited about it, but knowing that my friends are excited about it and they want to see me succeed and that they're like happy for me, that's a really cool feeling, and a little bit surreal, but I'm just really grateful. And the same goes for all of you guys here in the chat and the stream that come to show up to my various costume progress. Thank you all for being here and being a part of my project with me. So right now I'm going to add, what is this? I'm trying to decide how much I need to mix up. I don't have a ton of this white paint left. I think I'm going to do a ½ ounce. There'll be like a full ½ ounce in here. Yaskita20 is heading out. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Yeah, I'm so excited that Nintendo wanted me, honestly. You know, I've obviously done some Nintendo cosplays. If you haven't followed me ever, I've done Zelda, which I continually post pictures of because it's my recent build, and also Samus, and some other Nintendo costumes along the way, or of big Nintendo franchises anyway. So I can only assume that they liked those costumes, which I really am honored and flattered by that. And I'm really, really happy to be working with them, and that they reached out to me to do this collaboration is like a dream come true. So I want to do everything in my power to make sure that I'm doing a good job. All right, I'm gonna add just a little bit of it at a time to this. I'm gonna start by adding like, it looks like just under a quarter of an ounce. So this will be about 2 to 1. Maybe I should start with less. I'm gonna do not quite that amount. Well, that's good. Right now this is just a test. If this ends up being too vibrant, like, we can continue to adjust. But I'm just doing a little bit at a time. Oh, thank you, Ape Hetty, saying that KitsuneCon. Yeah, I would have loved to come back to KitsuneCon too, but it's, again, probably for the best that it didn't happen this year because of everything else I have going on in my life right now. Yeah, this is actually probably pretty okay. We'll see how it develops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to make a sample of it. Master Hooligans, thanks for following. That's a cute name. Thank you, Lavender and Steel, for the nice comment about my Samus costume. Oh, thank you, Rose Whiplash. It's very kind of you. Oh, Mira Scarlet. Is she around here? Alright, so I'm just kind of scraping the sides of this cup to make sure that it's all mixed in there, and it looks like it is. Here's a paint sample already of the base color. So if you see them next to each other, there's a pretty good contrast there. They're the same color plus white. Yeah, one of them is just the South Beach, and one of them is South Beach plus white, which is what we just made. So this looks like a good amount to do, I think, both of the toes of the shoes. I'm going to grab another little scrap of leather and make an additional paint sample of this so that I know how it dries, because anytime you're mixing a new paint color, or just trying to match paint colors in general, you want to use a dry sample because a lot of the time it's somewhat darker when it's dry than it is when it's wet. So yeah, you just want to be prepared to make an accurate decision based on what it really looks like when it's done drying. I'm gonna grab a Q-tip over here. Oh, and thank you, Travelsome, for adding in a link to Mira Scarlett's channel. And hi Mira, nice to see you here. All right, I'm back. So I'm painting a little scrap of leather. It doesn't have to be leather, but I guess this is going to become a part of my little keychain inventory of colors. Homeskillet Sam is done with an essay. Congratulations, Homeskillet Sam. That is no small feat, finishing an essay before it's due at midnight, I guess. So I'm just using a Q-tip to just apply this. It's a nice little disposable brush when you need one. Mira Scarlett, thank you for subscribing. That's so kind of you. Mira is another streamer, which we've already shared the link to her stream if you want to go check that out, or you can just click on her name. She's a wonderful cosplayer in the Atlanta area, I'm pretty sure. Is that where you're at? And yeah, I hope I get another chance to see you sometime soon, because she's fantastic and she's really friendly, and it makes me so happy to see you here, Mira. That's all. Alright. So, this looks like it's going to work out. It needs a little minute to dry, but I think that this color difference is pretty nice. You guys can see it better too now that they are laid out together. Still a little bit bright in my camera here, but there's the difference between the base color and now the lighter version. I'm gonna get a little container to scrape this into, not right this second, but I'm honestly kind of wondering if I have anything else I can stream for you right now. I'm at a point where I need to spend time refining that pattern, which is just boring and kind of stupid to do on a stream. Sorry. I also need to apply contact cement to these areas, but that's going to depend. I have to do that outside, and I need to be worried about my little foamy pieces and doing those at the same time. And I think that kind of puts me at a place where I'm done for the night, at least on this shoe. So I need to assemble some of those pieces. I need to assemble the toe specifically, and then make sure that I have my process down for making this portion of the sole look black instead of white. So yeah, on that note, I might actually be ending my stream for the night. I'm gonna check in with you guys here and make sure that I answer everybody's questions. Mira says that she adores my work. Thank you. I am really happy to hear that, and I appreciate you. So thank you for always being so kind to me and saying nice things like that. Maker Geek also finishing a grad school essay right before the midnight deadline. Nice job. Pug Llama is also heading out, so yeah. Oh, Dragon Blade said they only just got here, but we're probably ending for the night. I'm sorry. Silented Z, thank you for following. Jackie is finished with the Vanellope hair pieces, which she's been working on all night, so that's good. Thanks, guys. Thank you for the congrats, and thank you for tuning in to tonight's progress stream. It's 10:30 where I am, so I started around 7:30. We got a good 3-hour stream in, which is nice. I'm going to find a container for this right away before my new paint dries out, and I'm going to go check on my stuff that's outside. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to start molding this head. We'll see. Holly's going to be helping me. If you guys aren't already following Commander Holly, you should. She's amazing. And I think that tomorrow we're going to get together and work on a mold. That's the plan. So, I will find out whether or not we can stream that, and I will announce it ahead of time sometime tomorrow. So if you're curious about that, just stay tuned, and there'll be more info for that. But thank you guys for everything. Kate Fiore, thank you for following. And thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. And have a good night. Oh, thanks, Anna. This is 2 of my faves. And now we've got the link for Holly's channel is in the chat. So, cool. Good night, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you later.